Hey lovelies, Dr. Sheth here. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about sugaring, which is a type of hair removal for unwanted hair. So first of all, I'm so glad you guys showed interest in learning more about this type of hair removal, sugaring. I, in my own experiences with hair removal, discovered this 3 to 4 years ago. And I am a brown girl, so as most of you can relate, I have been removing hair, unwanted hair, for years now, probably since my teen years, 16, 17 years old, once I could convince my mom that it had to happen. And I have shaved, I've tweezed, I've threaded, I've waxed, I've used Nair, I've done laser hair removal. I've pretty much tried it all. So sugaring came into my life 3 to 4 years ago when I moved to Seattle, and I wanted to find a place that was close to my home that I could walk to, and that I could kind of get in and out pretty quickly. And I have a pretty curious personality. I love to try new things. So I was like, okay, what the heck, let's try this sugaring business. And oh my gosh, it has changed my hair removal game. So what is sugaring? So sugaring is a type of hair removal that is similar to waxing, but it's not waxing. It actually predates waxing. It can be traced back to the ancient days, ancient Egypt, and it is a natural way of removing hair. So it's made out of sugar, lemon, and water, and it comes in this kind of sticky ball, and the technician applies it to the skin over and over again and peels it back to remove the hair. So it's similar to waxing in terms of the technique, but it's actually the opposite in certain ways, and I'll go into that. The great things about sugaring is that sugaring is not a heated product. So the technician heats the product with their own hands as they're applying it, and the heat of your own skin warms up the product. So with waxing, usually the product is being heated in some sort of container, and it's applied to the skin, cooled down, and then the hair is removed. And doing that, the wax actually removes a layer of the skin that is healthy and alive, versus with sugaring, you are applying the product and only really exfoliating the dead skin cells on the superficial layer of your skin. For those reasons, your skin is not going to be left irritated and red the way it sometimes does with waxing. The other really awesome thing about it is that when you sugar, the technician applies the product against the hair growth. So, if you're waxing or sugaring your legs, the sugar is applied, upwards, and then the product is removed in a downwards motion. Versus with waxing, usually the product is applied downwards and then you pull up to remove the hair. And as you can imagine, with waxing, the follicle is more likely to get disturbed and destroyed versus with sugaring, when the hair is just pulled downwards in the direction of the growth. So that also will lead to less ingrowns and less infections, and sometimes getting like scarring or pimples after having that type of hair removal done. Sugaring overall decreases any of those after effects. The other great thing about sugaring is that it can actually remove shorter hair than wax. So usually with waxing, we say make sure the hair is like a 1/4 inch long, but with sugaring, it can be shorter than that. And so you don't have to wait for hair growth to happen in order to get sugared, or you can go in more frequently and more quickly. But the amazing thing about sugaring is that you don't need to over time, and this is my own experience, so take it with a grain of salt or a grain of sugar. Once I started sugaring, I noticed that my hair growth in the bikini area, underarm area, started to become more sparse, and the hair that did grow back was finer. And when I would go in regular intervals, like every 4 to 6 weeks, the hair removal process would be faster and less painful. And I think that's because the way the hair is removed, it takes more time for the hair follicle to kind of heal and have that hair growth again. So This has been my own experience, and I don't know if that's going to be true for everyone, especially if you have conditions like PCOS or hirsutism where your hair growth is on the heavier side. It might not be the case, but for me, that's been my experience. So advice that I have for you guys for sugaring is to definitely, first of all, try it. But if you are going to try it, make sure you go to a salon that's known for sugaring. So don't go to a place that adds it on as a service. There are boutiques probably in your area that are known just for sugaring, and so that's what I recommend that you try. The second thing is that in terms of cost, it's going to be pretty equivocal to waxing. So where I go, the price is the same whether you get waxed or sugared, but over time you're more likely to save money because you don't have to go in as frequently for sugaring. If I have any other advice, it would be to, make sure you find a technician that you trust that works well with you, and seeing them on a regular basis will kind of give you the best outcomes. I don't think that there's anything else that I have left to say. I think I got it all. But if you guys have any questions or comments, I would love to hear your own experience with sugaring. Definitely let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.